Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the DC Universe Classics Gentleman Ghost action figure set. This set is number 6 from Wave 8, which contains the Giganta Collect and Connect figure for the wave. This set was first released in 2009 and was very hard to find at the time. In fact, I actually found one of these sets at my local comic shop when I first came back into the hobby in early 2010, and not realizing the rarity of this set, I had passed on it, and eventually did find out about how hard to find this set is, and was regretting it ever since. But I eventually did find another set. I ordered this on eBay during the summer of 2011 and paid $75 for this set. Now, taking a look at the figure here in the package, you can see the nice design of Gentleman Ghost. It's really cool, and he comes with 2 accessories, and down below you can see the parts for Giganta and a minifigure of the Atom there, peeking his head through the packaging there. It's pretty cool. Taking a look here, you can see the back of the package. Down here you can see a biography and statistics for Gentleman Ghost. And then we have here up above the other figures from Wave 8. We have Commander Steel, Dr. Fate, Mr. Terrific, of course Gentleman Ghost, Parademon, Vigilante, and Hawkgirl. The 2 variants are Dr. Fate, which comes in a more modern version of gold and blue, and Parademon, which is a different sculpt altogether and colored in green and yellow. Now we'll be right back and have Gentleman Ghost out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have Gentleman Ghost out of the package. And this figure set comes with a whole bunch of accessories, and we'll take a look at those first. And first up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Collect and Connect pieces that come with Gentleman Ghost, and that's the head and underoos of Giganta. We'll look at the head first. That's a lot more interesting, and as you can see here, it's a very detailed head. It's got lots of hair, very finely sculpted. You can see strands of hair in the sculpt, and it's very nice. Not too much paint detail though, but it's still cool nonetheless, and the face sculpt on that's very, very nice. Next up, we'll take a look at the underoos of Giganta, or the panties of Underoo. Just not that much detail going on. I did notice that the joint sockets are a separate piece and a different color than her panties here. I don't know if this is the first time I've ever noticed that on a Collect and Connect part, where they had this separate piece with a different color on there. I thought that was kind of interesting. And these are the 2 Collect and Connect pieces that come with Gentleman Ghost, the head and underoos of Giganta. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this here. This is a really neat item. It's I guess a miniature version of the Atom. Now, I don't follow Gentleman Ghost that well. I don't know if the Atom figures prominently in Gentleman Ghost stories, but I thought it was kind of interesting that they included this figure. I think it would have been better if they included this with the Atom figure from Wave 5, but they didn't. So, but it's small, about an inch tall, and no articulation whatsoever. But the details are pretty nice. I don't know if you could see it in the video, but the Atom symbol on the forehead is just very well done. on there. And the ears here are painted well on one side, but it looks like they kind of messed up on the left side here. But that's not that hard to fix on there. But it's kind of neat that they included this, and this will definitely go with my regular Adam figure. Really cool piece. Okay, now on to the Gentleman Ghost figure, and it's actually quite neat. We'll go over the two accessories first that Gentleman Ghost here is wielding. One is the flintlock pistol, which is very detailed. It's got lots of sculpting detail on there. I'm not sure if it's showing well on the camera because of the lamps. I don't know if it's washing out the details, but there's a lot of sculpting detail right here on the barrel and on the firing mechanism there. Now, I'm not going to remove this flintlock pistol from the Gentleman Ghost's hands because it tends to not sit very well, and I have the elastic bands wrapped around the flintlock in the hand of Gentleman Ghost. But you can still see lots of detail on there. It's very cool. The other accessory that Gentleman Ghost has is his cane or walking stick, and that one he holds fairly well. And it's made of a solid piece of plastic. It's not soft or rubbery at all. And makes me wonder why this one is not made of a softer rubber like most pointed accessories are. But this one is made of a solid piece of plastic, and it's rather plain. It just has an orb at the top, and that's about it on there. And onto the figure here, and it is a really cool figure. It's just got loads of detail and special type of effects on this figure. And just going over the general look of this figure, you can tell right away that the mold for this figure was eventually used for the Joker 2 waves later. And you can see where the parts for the Joker are used here on the legs, on the torso, at least the inner portions of the torso. I think they did the upper torso for the Joker. Yeah, but you can see the coattail behind here, and the place where they would place a different flower on the Joker. But this is not about the Joker, this is about Gentleman Ghost, and we'll just take a look at Gentleman Ghost here. And just really neat details. First with the head, or a lack of a head I should say, and you have the top hat here, the monocle, which is made of a translucent plastic with a nice soft I guess what do you call this, cable type of thing that holds the monocle that connects to the jacket, which is kind of cool. And I like how they do the effect here with the top hat. They just have the top hat as part of the sculpt for this I guess, I'm not sure what you call this, high collar area with the drape of the mantle here. That's all a single piece here that sits on top of the shoulders of the figure. It's very cool, and it's actually all one piece, including the cape here. And you can see that the paint on here is very nicely done, and you can see the white paint eventually going into the translucent plastic here, and you can tell that the paint was sprayed on here and it eventually tapers off. Very cool. And also on the mantle as well. And this is all one piece glued to the back of the figure. Now taking a look at some more of the details, you can see the jacket underneath, and I'm not sure what you call this right here, but that's kind of cool, appropriate for the time period of a Gentleman Ghost when he had departed the mortal plane, I guess. And It's kind of neat here. This figure is not hollowed out. It's actually a solid piece of translucent plastic, and you can see in the neck area the plastic there. It's kind of cool. And some more details on the arms. You got the suit here, the jacket, I mean, with the cuffs. There's some details on the cuffs here, and also on the gloves. You can see some details on the glove there. It's very, very cool. And then you have the pants here and his legs, which are eventually fade into a translucent plastic going down to the feet. Very well done. Very, very nice. Now on to the articulation of the figure, and this is where the figure suffers a little bit. Well, not really a little bit, actually quite a lot. And going over the articulation, there is no articulation for the head because there is no head. And then the arms don't go all the way around because of the mantle that goes around the shoulders here, but they do swing up and down. They do go out and in. There is a swivel cut at the bicep area that goes all the way around. Single joints at the elbow. A rotation at the wrist that goes all the way around. And the torso goes up and down. Now there is a waist cut, but mine seems to be stuck. I think it's because of the tapering of his vest here is made of a very hard plastic that prevents the movement of the waist. You can see it moves a little bit, but doesn't move that much more. And I think it's because of this piece of plastic here. It's made of a very hard plastic. Now the legs do go up, down, and to the back, and out to the side, much like the DC Universe Classic standard hinge joint at the leg, but this one is not. You can see there is no hinge joint on the outside. It's probably on the inside there. Unfortunately, the left leg of Gentleman Ghost is so loosey-goosey it prevents a lot of standing poses without really compensating for it. And I'll just have to apply some super glue or nail polish there to tighten up that joint. The thigh goes all the way around. A single joint at the knee. And there's a single joint at the foot. Overall, it's a really nicely sculpted, nicely designed figure, and I am glad to have this figure. And also, of course, the CNC parts. But to have this very hard to find figure finally, I'm very happy with, because I was regretting it, not having it when I had passed it up the first time. But this is my casual peek into the DC Universe Classics Gentleman Ghost action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.